So today that we studied in previous class, we studied that second feature. Okay, what is like second feature? Living things eat food to get energy. That feature we studied. So in that, plants are making food for themselves. Okay, but animals are depending on plants directly or indirectly. You can see, listen this picture. All of you listen this picture. In this picture you can see that plant. Okay, plant, that plants are making food by themselves. Okay, and this plant is eaten by grasshoppers. Grasshopper. Okay, grasshopper. This plant is eaten by grasshopper. So grasshopper is depending directly on plant. And this grasshopper is this grasshopper is eaten by frogs. Okay, so frog is here eating grasshopper, but grasshopper is eating plant. So without plants, grasshopper cannot live. Without grasshopper, frog cannot live. So here frog is not directly depend on plants, but indirectly depend on plant. Here frog is not directly depending on plants, but indirectly depend on plant. How? Here without plant, grasshopper or other things cannot live. Grasshopper cannot live. Without grasshopper, frog cannot live. So frog is here, even though directly depend on grasshopper, but indirectly depend on plants. Frog here directly depend on grasshopper, but indirectly depend on plants, because without plants frog cannot live. How? Without plants grasshopper cannot live. If grasshopper cannot live, frog cannot live. Okay, so in this way some animals are directly depending on the plants, some animals are indirectly depend on what? Plants. Okay, here activity 2, observe and write. Okay, in activity 2, what? Observe and write name of the food eaten by following animals. Here it is given some animals. Okay, we have to write here what are the food eaten by these animals. So you have to write name of the food. What? Food. Okay, so in these blanks, okay, you have to write what? The food item. Okay, food item which is eaten by the animal above. Okay, which is eaten by the animal above. So here so first is tiger. Okay, so you have to write below what is the food that is eaten by the tiger. What is the food? Tiger eats other animals. So below tiger you have to write, below the picture of the tiger there is a blank, so you have to write there what? Other animal. Here tiger is indirectly depending on plants, but directly depend on other animal. Okay, tiger eats other animal. And next what? Goat. Okay, goat. Below the picture of the goat there is a blank. You have to write what is the food that goat eats. Goat eats grass. Goat eat what? Grass. Goat eat was grass. and there is only one blank, so you can write grass, or otherwise you can write hay. Hay means vaikole, unangiya pullu. Okay, grass or hay. Hay means what? Vaikole, unangiya pullu. Okay, hay. Okay, so the goat eats grass or hay. Okay, grass or hay. Either you write grass or you write what? Hay. Okay, next is what? Bear. Bear eats what? Root. Okay, root or grass, anything you can write. Bear eat root, വേരുകൾ, roots. Okay, root means what? വേര്. Okay, root means very. So you write below the picture of tiger, you have to write what? Roots or root or grass, that you can write, no problem. Root or grass, that you can write. So you write only one, anyone you have to write what? Root or grass. So suppose you have you are writing what? Root, it is right, and suppose you are writing what? Grass, it is also correct. So next is what? Cow. There is a picture of cow below, there is a blank, that you, in that blank you have to write what? Cow. What is the food of the cow? That you know very well. What is the food? Cow, grass. Cow what? Grass. Okay, grass. So below the picture of the cow you have to write what? Grass. Okay, so this is the activity. Okay, so you have to write food item, food that the animal eats. Next what? Characteristics. Next feature of living things. Next feature of living things. What? All living things move. All living things move. Next feature is what? Movement. All living things move. Moving means what? Going here and there, running, okay, jumping. These are all, this includes what? Movement, move. Okay, running, walking, jumping, okay, going here and there. This is called what? Movement or moving. So all living things moving. All living things are moving. This is the third feature of what? Third characteristics of, third property of all living things. Or another characteristics, another feature of living things. All living things show external and internal movement. External, this is a new and difficult word. External. What is mean by external? External, പുറമേ ഉള്ള. External means പുറമേ ഉള്ള. External. Okay, so external movement. External means പുറമേ ഉള്ള. And internal അകത്തുള്ള. Internal means അകത്തുള്ള. Internal means what? അകത്തുള്ള. Okay, external പുറത്തുള്ള, external movement. Okay, പുറത്തുള്ള movement, internal movement, അകത്തുള്ള movement. So let us that we are checking what is meant by external and internal movement. External movement means, next sentence listen, external movements means going here and there, walking here and there, okay, by using our legs, Okay, here we are going here and there, we are going, we are running, we are jumping. Okay, these are called what? External movements. Okay, go to the shop, going to the shop and go to the school. Okay, and swimming and running on the ground and playing on the football. Okay, and also running through the forest. Animals are running through the forest. Animals are what? Walking through the forest. These are called what? External movement. That is going here and there. This is called what? External movement. The movement that is what? External, that we can see. When you are running, when I am running, that you can see. Okay, my movement. This is called what? External movement. When I am running, when I am swimming, when I am playing, that you can see very well. Okay, that type of movement is called what? External movement. External movement. Okay, going here and there, going to school, going to shop. Okay, these are called what? External movement. And what? Going here and there in search of food. Okay, in search of food. We are going in search of food. Animals are going in search of food, for food. For the food, the animals are, or we are going here and there for food. Okay, and we are going hotel, we are going home, we are going for kitchen for food. Animals are going through forest, they are going for food. Okay, for going food, for searching food and water. We need an animals, all living things, what? Water. So all living things are going for or searching for what? Water. And also some animals to escape from enemies. Okay, deer. Okay, deer is the animal which has to move. The deer have to move, how to run, how to jump, to escape. To escape. Escape means രക്ഷപ്പെടുക. Escape. Escape means what? രക്ഷപ്പെടുക. Okay, some animals, suppose deer, goat, some cow, okay, buffaloes, that they are running. They are running to escape from enemies. Enemies means shatrukal. Enemy. Enemy means what? Shatrukal. Enemy. Shatru. So in forest or in wildlife, what is the enemy of the deer and goat and cow? What is the enemy? Tiger, what? Lion. These are the enemies. So the goat and deer and the other buffalo, cow, if they have to escape from their enemies, such as tiger, lion, so they have to run. Okay, they have to run. So running is, or escaping is an external movement. So in search of food, we have to go, we have to run, we have to move. In search of water, we have to move. Some animals are what? Running long distance for what? For the sake of, for searching what? Water. So we are all moving, we are all searching for water, so we need to move. Okay, these are called for searching food, for water, search of water, and to escape from enemies. Okay, for these all activities, the living things has to move. So this movement is called what? External movement. Movement for searching food, movement for water, movement for escaping from enemies. Escape from enemies. These are all movement are included in external movement. External movement. Okay. So external movement, and also what will be internal movements? All animals have special body part for movement. Okay, we have leg. Okay, and all animals have special body part. Okay, leg is a body part, hand is a body part, head is a body part. All animals have a special body part for running, for walking, for jumping, all elements. Okay, for external movement. Internal movements, what? Transportation of food. Transportation of food, water, and transportation of food when we are eating. Okay, when we are eating, the food will exist on stomach, and these food particles are food particles are what transported by the blood. Okay, transported by the blood to every part of the body, so the food that we have eaten, okay, goes to stomach, and this is a movement, okay, and this food is absorbed by blood, this food is received by the blood, and this food is passed to different body parts, to our body parts. So this called internal movement, agathulla movement. Okay, the food particles are moved throughout body, okay, through blood. This is called what? Internal movement. This is an example of internal movement. And movement of water that we have, that we are drinking, okay, is moved to different part of our body, through different part of our body. So okay, this is called what? In the water we are drinking is moved through different part of our body, internal inside our body, okay, the water is moving inside our body through different part of our body. This movement is the internal movement. And also movement of blood from one part of the part, movement that of blood we cannot see, movement of water inside our body that we cannot see, movement of food that in our body that we cannot see, blood, water, food, that are all moving inside our body. Blood is moving from one part to another part inside our body. So the movement inside our body, the type of movement, okay, the examples of movement that inside our body is called what? Internal movement. Okay, all the movement. Transportation means what? Kondupoga. Transportation of what? Kondupoga. Transportation of food kondupoga means that food is carried from stomach to all part of the body, okay, that body part. So food in our stomach is carried to different part of our body, blood is passed through different part of our body, and water is passed through different part of our body. So these are all the movement. This movement is taking place inside our body. So this is an example of what? Internal movement. So internal movement inside our body, movement of water, movement of blood, movement of what? Food items, movement of food particle in our body, movement of food in our body. This is called what? Internal movement. So next topic we can take next class, okay.